Hello YouTube, this is Dawn from DaretoBeCreative with a project share of some box cards. I think this is what you call them, box cards. Made these for Mother's Day, and happy Mother's Day, by the way. And I'm so late trying to get this done. Anyway, I just want to show you what I've made and for different people. The first one though, this is not actually a Mother's Day card. This is actually my niece's sweet 16. Let me see if I can move some of these out of the way. Yes, the table is a mess because I'm still making, I have some more I'm still working on, and I'm not cleaning up till I'm done. Yeah, and I'm trying not to be in this video, so hopefully this will work. So anyway, this is hers, and these are basically 5x7s. So I didn't do the A2 size, I did a larger size. I got some of the stickers actually came from Little Bees when I shared in a Tuesday morning haul that I had got some stickers, cupcakes and stuff for her birthday. So hopefully, this is weird for me because I'm behind the camera trying to look at it. Sorry about that, I had to move it. So anyway, butterflies, use my punches, stickers. That was my little die from Little Bee. That's the number 16 because she's sweet 16. And that says birthday. And I'm not even going to tell you the paper lines because I don't even remember all of them. And of course, you know, they lay flat. So hopefully I have to ship that off. It won't get damaged. This one I made for my BFF of 30 years. And so kind of antique colors. Not that she's into antique stuff, but for some reason that's what inspired me for her on that one. Hopefully you can see it. Whew, I'm out of breath. I don't know why. I guess I've been running too much and I'm hot. And so that one's for her. This one is in my favorite colors. You know, it's so hard to find red this time of year. Oh my God. And then to get the exact color red when you run out. I mean, you go everywhere, you can't find it. It's so frustrating. I don't know why red is not in the store all year round. But anyway, my favorite color is red. And my cousin, I'm giving this to her. She is a Delta. So red became her official color too. That's her favorite color. And so that's it from the side. And again, happy Mother's Day. A whole bunch of just punches and some bling. And just glued on some flat back pearls there. That's for my mom. She's into green. Most of my family loves green. I guess green and red are actually opposites. In the visual spectrum, just like black and white are opposites. Green and red are opposites. Anyway, so just tidbit. But anyway, I made that for my mom. So I'm going to go take that to her in a few minutes. And again, I use some of my spellbinder dies as well. And then this one, I basically use pretty much the same. Well, some of them I use my punches and some I use my spellbinders die. And this one is for my sister-in-law. I have to mail that out to her. And I'm praying that you get to see good in this because I'm behind the camera, like I said, so. Whew. And let's see, this one is for my other sister-in-law. And then this one, my daughter picked hers out. She didn't see all of them, but the ones that I saw, she said, oh, I like that one. She likes green too, but she liked the pink in it. So that will be for her. I gave her first dibs. And then last but not least, this one is for my auntie. And then I have a couple more, another for my other cousin. But that one's not finished and I need to do this video so I can mail them out and drop some off on my way out to go see my mom. So anyway, thanks for subbing. Thanks for liking my video. Thank you all you guys for your love and support. I pray you have a blessed Mother's Day. And for those who don't biologically have kids, you still can be a mom, still can be a role model, and that is our job as women, is to be examples to other young ladies how to care themselves, because that's what most of them are lacking nowadays. They don't have anybody that can actually be a role model for them. So take the chance, you know, love on a child. You know, you don't have to actually be a biological mom to be praised and held as a mom. Actually, the scripture says the barren woman will have more children. So just let your nurturing and your love show, and kids need it so desperately. And I'm going to share this one thing, and hopefully you don't mind looking at this, but I was in the library with my grandson. This was a couple of weeks ago, and I watched a family. They were in there just arguing. It's a mother and a father, two boys, about a 10 and 8, and then a 2-month-old baby, and who's a boy too. And mom was cussing at the teen girl. This is in the library in the children's section. So of course, it was kind of awkward. She was cussing the little boy, and she asked him to name the planets in order from the sun. And he kept starting with the earth. So she's like, you MF and beep, 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 cussing them all out. And of course, everybody's looking, the librarian's looking and stuff. And I was like, oh my goodness. So my grandson had put his headphones on, so he didn't even hear all this. He was sitting there playing on the computer, but he was right next to him. And I was across watching, and I put my earplugs on, and then all of a sudden, the little boy that was about 8 walked over there. He had been sitting on the bench, and he was trying to read a book by himself, and he was hitting the book in his face, and he was struggling reading the words, and he was getting upset, and I watched him hit himself a couple of times, and I was like, okay, that's not healthy. And then he walked over to his mom, and he was asking her for help, and she was mad. He interrupted her, and she punched him in the chest and told him to sit his blankety blank tail down and read that book. At that point, I was texting on Facebook, what should I do? And all of a sudden, the little boy started crying. He walked over. He sat, the bench was long. It was like several benches he could have sat on. He sat next to me in my personal space as if we knew each other. So he sat right next to me, real close. And I said, okay. So I said, okay, Lord, what you want me to do? So I put on my earpiece. He just started reading the book out loud. So then I said, okay, he must want me to help him read. So I helped him read the book. And it took us about 30, 40 minutes to get through it. He struggled with some words, but he had a lot of the words. He just mixed up some of the letters. Like when it came to the word came, he would say come, or give, he said gave. He didn't pay attention to the vowel change. And some of the longer compound words he messed up on. I don't think he really comprehended the story because he was so busy trying to read about the gingerbread man that I don't think he actually knew what the story is about, but I didn't ask him. But at the end of the story, he told me thank you, and he got up and walked away. And mind you, towards the end, his parents stopped arguing, and they started watching us. And all of a sudden, Dad tells his son, go back and tell her thank you. He said, go tell that lady thank you again. So he came back and he told me thank you. I said, you're welcome. So he walks back over to his dad again, and his dad says, no, you need to look her in the eye and tell her thank you. So he comes back over again, and he didn't want to look me in the eye. He said, thank you. I said, no. I said, you can lift your head up and look me in the eye. And he kept doing it real sheepishly. And I said, do you know you're worthy to look anybody in the eye? I said, don't you know you're special? And I grabbed his hand, and I just started encouraging him. I just felt like this was a divine moment, because I looked on this little boy, and literally, he's about 8 years old, and all I could see in his eyes was like suicide, depression. Like he was so defeated. And all I could do was encourage him in the Lord. I just said every positive thing that I could say. I said, don't you know that you're fearfully and wonderfully made? God made you. You have a purpose. And if nobody told you anything, you are special. You are capable. I said, it took a brave young person to come sit next to a stranger, read a story. And I said, and then you stuck it out all the way to the end. I said, I'm so proud of your courage and the fact that you really cared to do this. And that shows what type of person you are. You're committed, you're strong, and you're going to be somebody. I said, don't you know that? And he shook his head. No. I said, no, you are somebody. Don't you know that? And he wanted to look at me. He was just so scared, just broken. And, and I just really was encouraging the best I could. He just broke my heart. And then he walked back to his parents, and he said, thank you again. And his parents, which was ironic, then all of a sudden now they was hugging on him, like, oh, you're so special. We love you, da-da-da-da. Mind you, the mom had just got finished cussing him out and punching him in the chest. But I just prayed that convicted her a little bit, that I felt like she was stressed out. I don't know what type of mom she is all the time, but I felt like she was stressed out. Dad let her sit there struggle with the kids, doing all the work. He didn't help her. But they did watch when they saw their son engaging with me for the whole half an hour to make sure, I guess what was going on. But that says a lot for a strange kid to come sit next to a stranger that close in their intimate space. And that he was that broken. And ironically, my grandson, midway through the story, came over because the computer was acting up. He came and sat in my lap. And I was like, Lord, please let him be quiet. Don't let him want any attention, because I'm talking to the strange kid. And he was like, what are y'all doing? I said, we're reading the story. And he was touching the book. He said, oh, y'all talking about the gingerbread man? I said, yeah. And then I just rubbed my grandson's back. And then, he just shut up. He didn't say anything else. And he let me continue helping the little boy read. And then he went back. He said, I'm gonna go back to the computer. I said, yeah, go back to the computer. He went back to the computer, put the headphones back on. He said, it's working again. I said, good. So he let me finish the story. So I was like, I feel like God orchestrated that for me to be able to say something nice to this little boy, to let him know that though you're struggling with reading, you can still be somebody. You're still somebody. So I said it to say, you don't have to be anybody's natural mom to just speak an encouraging word. I have 3 kids of my own. I've been a foster parent. I've raised other kids that I took custody of. So I know how challenging it can be. But if you can sow a seed into any other child to prevent him, because I'm thinking he's hitting himself in the face because he's struggling. How do I know this kid won't go home, cut himself? How do I, that thing just is just been on my heart. So I just been praying for him. But anyway, I just say that to say that give a kind word, give a hug, give a love, and share it, because our kids are so broken and they so defeated and they need it. The TV, the media, everybody's beating them up. They need love, and if you can just take the chance to be a role model for these kids, it would be just so greatly appreciated. I'm getting on my soap opera box, but anyway, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for sticking out, listening to the story. Appreciate it. God bless, and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye bye.